During the roommate selection process, students will log on to their housing application. You will land on the Next Step page, on which you will click Save and Continue. Fill out the profile demographic questions, which will be displayed on your profile during the roommate selection process, and click Save and Continue. Before you move forward, you will need to decide on what to do about renter's insurance. The following step is regarding renter's insurance and a company called GrideGuard. It is your choice should you choose to get renter's insurance. Click on the Continue to Step 2 button, and after you have made your choice, you will be navigated to the Roommate Groups page. On the Roommates Group page, you will find helpful tips and instructions. Much of this information we will go over in this video, but we do encourage students to review this information. There are 3 possible ways to search for roommates, which you will find located at the bottom right corner of the page. The first way to search is to search for roommates by details. This will allow you to search for roommates by screen names, gender, or academic college. The second way to search is to search for roommates by profiles, which will allow you to search profile items such as specific questionnaire items. Or the most common way that students choose to search is by suggested roommates. A list of the top compatibility matches will be compiled based on the answers in your questionnaire that you filled out when you applied. As you see, on their main profile, it will display information such as their academic college, gender, room type preference, and more. If you would like to see more detailed information, you can click the View Profile button, which will allow you to view their questionnaire answers and other information. Once you are done reviewing, click on the Go Back button to navigate back to view your suggested roommate list. Before we move on to how to message and respond to potential roommates, let's go over some conversation tips that students should discuss to ensure a smooth process, as well as other helpful information. First, you will want to make sure that the student you are messaging have the same room type preference listed on their profile. In addition, some room types have several different buildings. An example is the Premium Double Room, which has Parkside North and Los Alamitos available for those in general housing. For a smooth room selection process, be sure that your desired location matches and that you share and agree with alternative buildings and locations in the event your first or second choice is taken. Please note, if you are accepted into a community, you will only see other students who have also been selected into that community and will only be able to choose rooms located in the building that your community is located in during room selection. The number of roommates in your group will depend on your preferred room type. Students will be in a group of 2 for doubles, 3 for triples. Groups of 4 are possible, but should only be created if you are a non-first-year student and interested in the new double suites in Parkside North. Now that we have reviewed conversation tips and other information, we will move on to how to send and reply to roommate messages in the housing portal. So once you have located a potential roommate that you would like to message, click the Send Message button. Type a subject and message, and click Send Message. You can read any message sent to you by logging onto your housing portal and clicking the menu icon with the 3 gold lines and click on Messages. You will also get an email notification when a potential roommate has messaged you with a link that will navigate you to the message portal. To reply, open the message and click the reply arrow. Click on the to filled and select their screen name. Then input your response, and once completed, click Send Message. Once the initial conversation has occurred, you may, if you feel comfortable, share personal contact information such as your email for quicker and easier communication. Once both students mutually agree to be each other's roommates, a student would click Request to be roommates. Students should make sure they have communicated with their potential roommate before sending a roommate request, as once the request is sent, the student receiving the request will not have access to view the requesting student's profile or message them until after the request is either accepted or declined. The student who sends the invitation to be roommates will automatically be the group leader. To accept a roommate request, simply navigate to the Roommate Groups page and click the Accept button. A group is automatically created once a roommate request is sent. The system will automatically generate a group name. The group leader can edit the name of the group if they wish by clicking on Edit Group and creating New Group Name. This name should be unique and appropriate, and leave the password field blank, then click Save Group. If you would like to create a group before sending a roommate request, on the roommates group page, click Create Group and create group name, set your password, then click Save Group. You will now see your newly created group. After creating a group, you can proceed to search for roommates. Once all roommate requests have been accepted, the group leader will click Verify Group. If any changes are made to the group leader will need to verify the group again. Then click Save and Continue. As mentioned, the student who sends the roommate request will automatically be the group leader. However, a current group leader can transfer the group leader role to a member in the group by clicking the Make Leader button. When communicating with potential roommates, it is important to establish who would like to be the group leader. Typically, the group leader will be the student with the earliest room selection time slot, since they will have a better chance of getting the preferred room location, as the earlier the time slot, the more room availability there will be. However, it is up to each roommate group to decide who they wish to be the group leader. Before a student establishes themselves or agrees to be a group leader, they should be aware of the roles and responsibilities that come with being a group leader. Group leaders can rename the group, can remove roommates, and can transfer the group leader role to another member in the group. The group leader will have the sole power to assign bed spaces for all members in their group during the room selection process. Group leaders will need to maintain communication with all group members of the group should changes occur. The group leader can assign the members in a different room and location should there not be enough bed spaces for all members. It is important to let the leader know your preference order should there not be enough bed spaces for all in the group, or if your first choice of room location is not available during room selection. The group leader can also delete the group, which will remove the group and all roommate requests and/or approvals. Once roommate selection is closed, no changes can be made to the group, so make sure all decisions regarding the group are finalized before the roommate selection process ends. Students who choose not to participate in the roommate selection process can still participate in room selection. If while searching you are not able to find a specific student, this can be a result of several reasons. First, students in communities will only be able to select other students who have been confirmed into those communities. Students will only be able to see other confirmed housing students and therefore will not be able to room with a student who is currently waitlisted. Lastly, first-year students will only be able to select other first-year students as their roommates unless they have been placed into a community. This concludes the video on roommate selection. If you have any questions, contact the housing office by phone or email, and don't forget to check us out on social media.